Greetings, world. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. You are now listening to the podcast, The Dr. Dorina Shine. And we are so gratefully appreciative for everyone who shows up. No matter how long you stay, we really, really appreciate it. And hopefully there's going to be something here that's going to resonate with your spirit. So if you were interested in a consultation service, we are booking now for the month of August. $25 for the first hour, and then $25 thereafter each hour. And I feel that we can help support with life skill issues, business development, universal leadership, and so much more. This is a pool of knowledge. So book yourself today. The video message that I want to share with the world today is when we encounter deep trauma wounds, if we don't heal, we'll become very demented. You think the silence of the lamb, that's so extreme, overt way of not healing deep traumatic wounds. Jeffrey Dahmer, another unhealed, traumatized individual that the world had to encounter because no one really helped the process of healing. So this deep trauma needs to be healed. And these wounds are serious. They're serious. There's some serious broken people in this world, right? The healing process, it takes time. It takes great people healing with that individual to help them see that ignorance is what's driving the concept and the mindset, right? So there's somebody out here in this world that's dealing with trauma wounds that they cannot heal for themselves. They are very demented. I mean, those people who literally look for people to just break down their barriers of boundaries, levels of success. There are people out here that get a real, true, genuine kick, like they've won $1 million because they've destroyed someone's life. They've distracted someone in a way that they may not come back from. And that is the trauma that I'm speaking of today. The deep, severe trauma wounds that need to be so healed. Because without that healing, a society does not thrive, does not succeed, because somebody somewhere is going to initiate and meet that individual if they're not careful. That's why it's very important when we manifest to keep our vibrations high, who we choose to meet. There's a thing called relapsing trauma. So a person has a life experience where they have had severe alcohol, drug issues, or sex addictions, or other addictions. And they relapse, but they wanted to get better. And they tried to start the healing process. But what happens is that relapse created a trauma. And they're more familiar with the pain than the growth. And so that's what I want it to be known today, that the traumatic process, the healing of trauma, is a trauma in itself, but it's healing in a positive way. And in that positivity, we find that the more we do it, the better we become, the more in tune we are, to where we're not feeling so conditioned. That life experience, a person who's addicted to a hardcore drug, They're feeling traumatized because, number one, who put them on that drug? Somebody somewhere. They just didn't walk to the store and say, oh, today I'm going to try crack, or oh, today I'm going to try, heroin, or today I'm going to try fentanyl. No, it doesn't work that way. The mindset has to be conditioned by someone else's introduction, whether it be a child, cleaning up after a party and they drink a little bit of alcohol. It was still introduced to them without their willingness to even be a part of it, So that's what I mean. And then the addiction causes one to lose everything. And this is where the trauma really comes in, because what happens is they become bitter. They become bitter. And they believe that everyone else is the problem, that everything else is the problem. Poverty is the problem. Unavailability to grow is a problem. Oh, if I was given this information, but a dictionary is available to everybody. A local library is available to everyone. It's what you want to put in your healing process through revealing your trauma. And you have to do it daily. It's not something that is going to be an immediate fix, because it didn't happen overnight. And then when they lose everything, they come to grips and terms with the fact that they were responsible for the loss, that they manifested this in their world, that maybe they didn't feel confident. Maybe they had no self-esteem, no belief in knowledge that things would get better, and they got depressed and more depressed. But one thing about this example is everyone has the ability to rise up. Because if they didn't have the ability to make a choice to rise up, we wouldn't have as many recovering survivors in this world. So it becomes a choice. And then we go back in and we help others. It's kind of like, when you have fought a fire and you're a firefighter, and you have to train your firefighter fellow, you're going to teach them what you know. And to go in and help assist others in this traumatic experience need very powerful tool. And this is what the world needs. Right now, someone is too aware they're too aware. So they are not going to be tricked as easily or swayed as easy as they had been before. But again, there goes that process where a person can literally try to destroy, dement, devour a future because they had no future to contend with themselves. Only to find out that all they had to do was believe in themselves and just try it. Just try it. Now, your silence is the strategy. I first started talking about Silence of the Lamb. That trauma-induced variety of choice made that gentleman or that man or that psycho, whatever we want to call him, made him live in that world. He lived in the world and he wanted everyone else to understand that he was the ruler of that world. And that's what happened when a lot of people don't co-create with the God source within them. They think that they're separate and separate and above others. It is okay to be separate but equal, and no one on the face of the planet is any better. No matter the title, no matter the title, no matter the amount that is made. The way we heal from these past trauma experiences is to realize that we have to make up for every single trauma. God, to make up for everything that has been done to me and let it go, heal from it, accept it, acknowledge it, practice it, process it, and then tell the story, and then help others, and then continue to motivate. That is a consistent day-by-day thing that must be adhered to in order to heal successfully. We overcome our major flaws. When we are processing through healing, we become self-loving. We become self-aware. We become self-acknowledged. That is a powerful place to be. And I want anyone to know, whether you're in a domestic violence situation, whether you're dealing with a narcissist at work, whether you're dealing with a narcissist as a parent, whether you're dealing with a narcissist as a child, know that you have the ability to separate and heal from that. And not put the blame on anything other than the situation itself. And when we truly heal, we see the situation for what it really is. Is it narcissism, or is it control that a parent loved a child enough not to allow them to do this, that, and whatever? And so they held boundaries for that child. They protected that child. But if that child was not expecting a parent in this lifetime, they're going to behave just as that. But that's not our problem. All we must do is heal from the trauma and help others in that healing as well. And that is something that we are changing our destructive acts and using each and every one of them in a positive way. When I share with my clients the positivity of manifestation, and I go through the experience with them based on what they're already coming to me with, they're like, wow, I can see myself doing that. I can see myself little baby steps, incremental steps to becoming a better person, you know, and that's what this channel, this podcast is all about. When we know better, we do better, and we help heal those deep insights, those deep insights. It's like looking at the ego, but you went deep down inside and you found the ego, and that ego knew everything about you, the weakness, the strengths, the happiness, and then now you're in control of what the ego can represent for you. It's not just that comfort level. It is now you are in control of the ego, so you manifest even greater. You manifest something that is beyond what the world even can understand or comprehend, because it is beyond the illusion of that low frequency. And as you elevate higher, you definitely receive the kickback and benefit. You definitely do. Accountability is the key. The more accountable we are when we're healing from deep trauma wounds and getting into self-care, getting into self-love, oh my God, accountability is your best friend, because when you recognize that you're able to apologize, you're able to ask for forgiveness, you're able to ask for, whether they accept it or not, you're willing to ask for an open opportunity to help heal the situation. And truly, a person who is unhealed will deny that. They'll deny the opportunity for you to help yourself heal from whatever they believed you were a part of in their lives. They don't want you to heal from it. They just want you to consistently be that punching bag that it never got better. Now, sometimes you can take that never got better as a accountability measure, like, well, are you going to do something now? But if you're using it just to break a person down, just to prevent them from elevating higher because you believe that they may get a little bit of self-worth after the accountability, then that's a different story. But yeah, you have to continually do good. And this is a very simple process. It's not difficult. So I thank you for being here with me today. I'm Dr. Dorena Shine. If you would like to book a session, I am now booking at $25 for the hour. So my information is in the description box below. Feel free to email me and we can schedule something for you. Also, if you would like my book, audiobook or ebook, Dr. Dorena Shine's Book of Inspirational Quotes and Wisdom. It is available on all social platforms from Barnes & Nobles, Apple, Spotify, Booktopia. They're everywhere. They're in your library. So go out and get that audiobook. And I'm just really, really excited how the Most High is bringing my life together. Even when people have left me for dead, and I'm still here. And with a smile on my face, that is not fake. That is not, anything but healed. And with that, those of you who may not have gotten anything from the video, come back and see us again. For those of you who have received something, hit the like button, hit accountability in the comment box below, and I will see you next time. God bless.